right, fellas, we are back once again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero content. Today we have some more gameplay updates as well as a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about pertaining to the demo and some of the upcoming events. So let's not drag this intro out because I'm still kind of in pain and not all the way back to 100% yet. So without further ado, fellas, let's hop right in. All right, fellas, so this format should already look really familiar to you guys. This is the same clip format that we saw the other day when we watched the updated version of Super Broly's Sparking Mode Ultimate Attack. Gigantic Blaster or Omega Blaster, I can't remember the exact name for it, but every now and then the official Dragon Ball Games Twitter or X account, whatever you want to call it, will put out these gameplay clips, and usually they're super attacks from certain characters. Now I'm not sure if there's a specific order or pattern to the exact character clips that they're putting out, but now they're beginning to put out the arenas or the stages in these little clips, and the first one that they did was Planet Namek. And I want to go ahead and play this for you guys. Now of course, with a lot of the other stages in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, will have a daytime, evening time, and nighttime variation to the map, but since there is no nighttime on Planet Namek, Destroyed and Regular will be our only two variations, and it doesn't really look like much has changed with the map since we've last seen it in some demo gameplay. Oh, now we got a little bit of Goku and Vegeta action going on right here. Oh, they actually cracked the border. I just now realized that. That's pretty cool. To go with the Destroyed Namek effect, that's actually pretty sick. Now, first off, let me start out by saying that Destroyed Planet Namek looks absolutely gorgeous in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I just hope history doesn't repeat itself and it doesn't end up being one of the worst optimized maps in the game or stages in the game, because as you guys probably already know, the more effects and things like that that you have happening in the background, you know, not pertaining to the actual fight itself, it can start to take a toll on the performance. So I just really hope that isn't the case for maps in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I really hope that we can play on this map flawlessly whenever we want, with everything going on in the background, all of the effects and the setting and things like that. Okay, so next we actually have a really short gameplay clip here of Dispo versus Hit, with Dispo using his Justice Kick super attack. And like I said, these are really short gameplay showcases here, guys, so really not much to talk about. Is literally just the super attack in itself, but I did want to make sure all of you guys got to see this because not everybody has Twitter, I know that. But next is going to be Jiren versus Master Ultra Instinct Goku. The first little bit of gameplay we're getting to see between these two as well, with Jiren showing off his Heat Break super attack, and this looks absolutely phenomenal, man. Yo, I feel like everything Jiren is going to do in this game, like a couple of other characters I can assume, everything Jiren is going to do in this game is just going to look freaking immaculate, man. But I want to hear what he said to Goku right here. Oh, he said, "You are done for." Oh, nah, everything. Yo, I can already see it now, man. There's going to be a handful of characters in this game that no matter what they do, it is always going to look saucy, no matter how many times you see it. Jiren's going to be one of them. I can see Goku Black being another one. The fusions probably. Speaking of the fusions, now we have Vegito super attack. This is going to be base Vegito super Kamehameha, and this might just erase Future Trunks right here. Yeah, he is out of there. Oh my, yo, I gotta see this again. The little backflip he did too? Nah. Yo, Vegito is too saucy, man. I almost called him Gogeta. But that is really going to do it for the new super attacks and gameplay clips from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, at least for today. I have no clue when the Dragon Ball Games Twitter account is going to drop anymore. But next, I want to go ahead and move on to the SEO Jump Scans that were dropped on Twitter a couple of days ago that were recently translated for us. So starting from the top right here, when referring to Ultra Instinct signed Goku, they're going to state astonishing speed and instant firepower. Prove it. The strongest in the universe. The warriors who fought for the survival of their universe will battle again in the latest work. Now, when referring to Jiren from Universe 11, they're going to state overwhelming endurance and superb firepower. And really, there's nothing else new on here of interest. This was really the shorter of the two scans. So if we go over to the next one, this has a lot of text on it. So starting from the top here, they're going to say thorough explanation of the two super warriors who clashed in the Tournament of Power, I'm going to call this. So now they're going to give us, you know, a little explanation or overview of Ultra Instinct signed Goku and Jiren. So both players use their special moves as decisive factors, Goku's speed and Jiren's stamina to gain an advantage in the fight. Now they're going to give us a little bit more about Ultra Instinct signed Goku right here with some screenshots for him as well. Goku has reached the entrance to the Divine Realm. Characterized by fast attacks and powerful special moves, he's good at strategies that strengthen himself and defeat him quickly. Now underneath him, they're going to give us a little bit about Jiren as well. So Universe 11's strongest warrior, corner the opponent with high attack power, also use recovery techniques and overwhelm them with the difference in physical strength. And by recovery techniques, I'm just gonna maybe assume that's a mistranslation or something lost in context right here. I'm not really too sure, but it would be kind of crazy if Jiren had moves that gave him health back or something like that. That'd be nuts. Now, down below here, guys, I would try to read this for you the best I can, but I will go ahead and read this first part for you up at the top. Warriors from each universe. An intense battle will unfold. Among the characters participating in this work, let's pick up and introduce 5 characters with particularly unique characteristics. And as you guys can see, they've included Golden Frieza, MVP Android 17, Ribrianne, Rosie, and Anilaza. Now, once again, guys, I cannot really, this isn't the most legible right here with a lot of this being still too small. Some of it sideways, as you can see. So I'm just going to put this up on the screen for you guys. Pause this if you have to. Maybe you can make this out a little bit better than I can and understand what they're saying. But that is going to just about wrap it up for the SEO Jump translations from this past month. All right, fellas, so the last thing I wanted to go over with you guys was some upcoming and just recently passed events by Bandai Namco where you could play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's demo yourself. Now, I also have the Road Tour map pulled up here. This I'm not really looking at too much because they butchered the East Coast. I'm not gonna lie. The only dates we have are after the game already comes out. I'm not gonna lie, y'all got me messed up. But if you are fortunate enough to be able to go to some of these events coming up in August or September or anything like that, Anime Impulse is going on right now. I know the homie Skills is out there, so I can't wait to see what he comes back with and what he cooked up at Anime Impulse. So if any of you guys are fortunate enough to make it to any of these events coming up here soon, and maybe you don't live on the East Coast like I do, hey, more power to you guys. Be safe out there, and I hope you have the time of your life playing some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But me personally, it's really hard to keep going back and forth to California when I literally live like 45 minutes away from a beach on the East Coast. So yeah, these cross-country trips don't really happen too often. Obviously, if you don't live anywhere near some of these events, I would try to go to one that's lasting a couple of days so you can make the most out of whatever trip that you have to take. I don't know if some of these events are truly one day long, but they only have one day listed. This could just be a starting date, but I mean, they have starting and end dates for a lot of these other events as well. So I'm not sure. I don't travel to California that much, so you guys would have to tell me down below in the comments how they do things like that. But there is actually another event coming up here soon that should have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's demo available at it. That's not listed on the Road Tour map, so maybe it's just not a part of the whole Road Tour thing that they have going on. I can actually go back to Bandai Namco's website to show you guys. PAX West right here from in Seattle, Washington, from August 30th to September 2nd. This is actually like within my range right here. I would really like to go to this. I'm not too sure yet because I do start class at the end of the month, so I probably won't be able to travel too much. But hey, if you guys can make it out to PAX West, maybe they have some cool stuff going on for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I would love to hear about it. But the final event that Bandai is going to list right here that should have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's demo, or to be honest, looking at this date, it better have the full game at it. It's going to be New York Comic-Con, late to the party like everything else on the East Coast. This is going to be October 17th through the 20th, and I'm gonna be honest, man, by that point have been playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for almost 2 weeks, so y'all got me messed up again. But anyway, fellas, I think that is gonna do it for today's video. I went over pretty much everything I wanted to talk about over the Is Mike Tyson at San Diego? Okay, but that is gonna do it for this one, fellas. I really hope you all enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Every time we get to come over here and discuss Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, because until that fateful day where we get our hands on this game ourselves, man, I'm gonna enjoy every single bit of the build up. But anyway, fellas, if you haven't already, consider leaving a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload as soon as they go live. We are so close to 1 million subscribers, guys, and the way the next year or two is set up, I know it's not gonna be too difficult to get there. But anyways, have a great day, and hopefully I'm feeling better, and I will see you fellas tomorrow. Bye, guys.